the recording of last week. So I'm not sure if I'm uploaded next week, but the same week as me and Nick's or not. So let's get into it. The tube. Hello, my dear watchers. I'm Streak Lola, back with a new crime video. This time, we're talking about current events. This time, we're going to see that there were receipts of a perpetrator still at large. Is this Lofi Girl and Green Lantern? I don't know who this is. Eliza Leonetti with a success story in the making. A mid-level executive with a big farm where she was set for a promotion. She was a lively woman surrounded by loving friends, and family had nothing but nice things to say about her. Until she turned into a monster. I don't know if y'all heard me the first time. This is Lofi Girl, Green Lantern. I don't know who this is. If someone knows who this is, please comment. This is the gray out part. I love it. Perhaps it was destiny. But good, sweet Eliza found herself walking the streets of New York right as the mutagen bomb exploded, turning the population into mutated creatures for city blocks around. The culprits, Old Hop, a group led by an extremist mutant, hellbound, turning the world into the same monstrous thing he was. Did his actions turn her into something new? Or did they reveal a side of her she'd been hiding this whole time, right under the notice of all who knew her? Regardless, her new side revealed itself just a month ago, where she suddenly went on a rampage, stabbing someone on the very streets we walk every day. This is the story of a living success turned murderer. Many still wonder if perhaps this outburst of violence was a result of the year of privation and isolation suffered by the quarantined population of Mutant. In this lockdown section of the Big Apple, life was now made of struggling for survival, of coming to terms with their newfound animalistic condition. Life with new bodies, smells, and urges. Who knows what effect this can have on one's mind? It appears, however, that it is in this environment that Eliza turned to selling drugs, the first of her offenses. Quarantine eventually ended, and so on the morning of April 2nd, that's right before my birthday, Eliza, who'd been enjoying the newfound freedom of mutant citizens, was roaming the street right outside of Mutant Town, which she struck. People on the scene, victims among them, reported that she was muttering to herself and suddenly burst into a rage, slicing anyone who got close. In her blind animalistic anger, she ended up giving superficial cuts to 3 people, ruthlessly stabbing young Dan Finn. Is that Fantasio? 22 years old, who is now recovering in the hospital. It's pretty much impossible to establish a firm narrative of what happened here. The suspects prior might offer an instant into her sudden shifts. But we're not in a position to really think at this time. But we urge the public not to worry. We have the best team on the case. So we have Night Watcher on the case. Okay. Who are you? How did you find me? Your police file said you had a talent for painting in the studio uptown. The cops didn't think it was worth pursuing. I did. Fritzlebite. It's just a shame. She was so pretty. We have to find out what happened to her. HMR 582. I found her online. She had a pretty great job managing a marketing team, but apparently she was on leave for a long time. Medical reasons, I think. For Lord Doodoo 67. Alright. That name was absurd. Yeah. Cancer. Oh, what stage? HMR 582. Oh. HMR 582. That must have been awful. Wait. The investigation around Dan Fantasio's assault by Eliza Leonetti is now entering its second month with some more information on the suspect. Anti-mutant sentiments have taken hold of the case in the media, so we decided it might be useful to provide some context. Leonetti was on track to become a pillar at her firm, but she had to go on leave when she was diagnosed with skin cancer. Oh, that's the type of cancer she had. It's thanks to her job that she had access to a health insurance provider willing to pay for laserings. Is that how you say that? An experimental treatment that, while not a cure, would at least keep the cancer under control. Provided she took it every week. But right after the inbound, she received news from her insurance provider telling her that her newfound condition means she could not be covered. They don't have. Wait, hold on. They don't have insurance for that. I feel like they should. We retrieved this phone conversation she recorded from the employee of Atrius, her insurance company. I'm very sorry, Miss Leonetti, but it's been decided that considering your current state, there's no proof that the treatment or any treatment will still work. But you won't even do a single test to verify that the treatment works. I was fine, so I ran out. I need more. I'm very sorry, but there's nothing I can do. Please, please at least help me fund some tests. Something's happening to me. Our investigators have revealed that Atheist had received orders from a CEO, Walter Goodard. The orders were to cut costs starting by denying treatment for mutants to avoid paying for expensive or experimental medical procedures. Faced with a wave of patients dealing with a possibly horrific and painful conditions, the healthcare provider decided to prioritize its profits. In fact, the entire mutant community is dealing with a general disregard from the medical community. Many mutants must resort to crime. Which makes sense. Those who can't afford treatment have been known to sometimes experience strange developments in their mutations, or they simply disappear, swallowed by the underworld networks they join. Oh, she's arrested. I don't know these other characters. If someone knows, please tell me. The ex-wife didn't try to find and help her sister, Miranda Leonetti. No one helped her! Watson declined to answer. Further investigations might help parse the rumors and finally get a sense of how many lives were ruined and lost. Until then, right now. Majel Bigdo? Okay, wow, finally she's done. Coolish, looks like she just posted this video a few hours ago. I don't know if this will work. But here it goes. My name is Eliza Leonetti. I'm 37 years old, and against my will, I was turned into this. Since then, I tried to manage as best as I could. I lost my job, my family, my health. I don't know how long I have left. And while I knew the world wasn't prepared to handle mutants, I guess I didn't expect them to care so little. How is it so easy for the system work and to discard someone when it thinks it can afford to? Okay, this is getting way too realistic. When it thinks someone isn't valuable, I had a life. I wasn't anyone special, but I was myself. That was something. Everything I was has been erased. And I don't even know why. Building? Okay, I did not see that coming. Bernard Campman, no why. DD Boarding, Backstreet Lola feels dumb now. Past legitimate mouse. Dude, someone just died. I like their profile picture. I like these two profile pictures. But Jill Baidu. It's such a shame. Maybe the door could have felt her. Coolish. After everything, you found out you still don't see it? Coolish. You don't have any incentive to help someone like her. Put on quite the show. But I think that was convincing enough to throw the police off the scent. Hopefully, they'll have the dead alone. They'll leave the dead alone. Take it and follow the instructions. I'll get you to a hidden meeting community on North Brother Island. Ask them to help and explain the M-bomb. They owe you at least that. But first, you promised me a name. The one who gave you those drugs you sold. He wasn't just giving me drugs to sell. He's at the center of a lot more. So he's like a kingpin. In exchange for my services, he promised to use his connections to get me access to the treatment I needed. I was far from being the only lost soul, but he promised to watch over us. He makes all of us call him Lao Ban. That's actually a cool name. His real name was Secret. And if you value your life, you'll stay away from him. If you don't, you can always ask the guys who peddle drugs from in Mutant Town, ask around for account. He knows things. When Lao Ban was stuck giving me pills. This would happen, and I'd do anything to get more. I used to have a life, a family, goals, and dreams. Suddenly, what I had were two of Lao Ban goons on my tail. Oh! So that's, of course, the media always make things sound worse than it is. In a growing list of horrors to experience, I didn't have anyone to help. No recourse at all. No one who cared, not just because of what I did, but because of what I become. Then you arise. When you offered help, you said you were no one, just what mutants need you to be. Okay. Well, as someone who's had to say goodbye to everything, I hope it's okay if I say. I'm sure you got a life to go back to. Cherish it, because I'm not sure we need anyone else to lose who they are. That's the end of the issue? Oh, okay. I can't wait to see who Lao Ban is. I don't know if it's the next issue or the issue after that. Like, comment, don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.